Andy Robertson, you're looking for someone to make a difference, I guess, today, and a goal and an assist in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Can you ask for much more?
No. If you talk about a goal and assist, the first player you think about is probably not a fullback. So if he can then add that to a game where we, till 91 minutes, again did not concede a chance. And he's of course part of defending, so that's the first job of a fullback. Then it's really positive, but the first goal he scored is not a big chance. It's a 20-yard shot, which we had a lot of 3 days ago. And now this one goes in after Cody and Mo did a good job during in that lead up to that goal. And the second goal follows straight away after, again, Cody having a good role in that attack, dropping low as a 9, switching it to Rio. And great overlap by Robbo. And Mo, he's hardly ever offside. That is probably one of the most special things. He has a lot of special things, but that's definitely one of them. So when the linesman raised his flag, I was straight away questioning him. And that seemed to be fair because he wasn't offside. So... yeah, then we're 2-0 up, and then it opens up the game much more than 3 days ago. For the rest, I think it was an identical game.
And on that, I mean...
It's always pleasing if attackers, if we score, but I think it's also important for attackers to score, because if they don't score over a long time, they are maybe... starting to force it or going to do different things. So the more they score, the less they are going to force it, and that's why it's important for our attackers either to score or be part of the lead up to a goal. Like I just said, Cody was twice played a very good role in the first 2 goals we scored. Of course, it's a perfect response when you look at the result. But every stat is exactly identical than 3 days ago. I think they were on 0.44 XG, and they scored tonight. Their only chance they had, they scored 1. The positive thing is 3 days ago, they only had 1 chance and scored twice. We struggled to create a lot of chances from a lot of ball possession we had in the first 50 minutes, but after scoring, not a big chance. The shot of Robbo is not a big chance. Things open up a bit more for us. Again, we conceded in extra time, so that's similar. So there was not so much difference, because in the first 50 minutes, we were maybe a bit faster, going from side to side. That had also to do with the personnel, with the different type of players that were in certain positions. But overall, there were a lot of similarities between this game and 3 days ago. A lot of ball possession. But then, to your last part of the question, I'm really happy that a few players have come back, because I don't think I've ever complained about player availability. But if you have to play with 12, 13, 14 players every 3 days, then I don't think it does make sense that maybe once in a while an individual performance is not at the level where we're used to of him, because they have to play so many games. That's why I respect them so much. Every 3 days the same players had to play. And now I can also impact the game more off the bench, as you saw today as well. Players who came in did really well. And the ones that I started that maybe not or always playing did really well also. So a good thing that happens now towards the end of the season. No, because we were penetrating more in their 18-yard box and coming closer to their goal than we did in the first half last week. So I did saw the things we were talking about before the games, which we had to do better. That's also what we did better. But that also comes from different personnel on different position. So one simple example is Dominic Soboslai has a better diagonal over 80 yards than Jeremy Frimpong has. Jeremy Frimpong has other qualities. And Dom used that once or twice during this game. So, and apart from that, I think we knew even better how we had to play than we knew 3 days ago, because we played them 3 days ago. So then game plans are usually easier to create, and the execution of that was better than 3 days ago. Still, it wasn't as if we were 5 times in front of the goalkeeper on a 1v1. That wasn't the situation, but that's also really difficult against 11 players in and around the box.
Tom?
I appreciate you may not have had time to talk to him, but is McAllister okay to be still in?
I think so, yeah.
Thank you.
Arne, I've just got
He loves the club and he loves to play in front of these fans. These fans were again amazing, by the way. 3 days after they were so disappointed, like us. They had to go again on a Friday evening over here. I don't know if they were all the same, but there were definitely more because in FA Cup you have even more away fans. So Robbo has, in the 1.5 year that I'm here, given his everything for the club, and I think the fans will tell me that's not only 1.5 year. He did this for all the years that he's been here, and every time I need him or the club needs him, he tries to give his best, and that's again what he did tonight. Not only scoring and having an assist, but I think he defended well, calm, with a lot of composure on the ball. And that is crucial because if you play against a team where the fullbacks are constantly open, you need in those positions players who are making the right decisions, and that's what Dom and Robbo definitely did tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just ask you how you thought Rio did on the start?
Good. I think it's special if you're 17 years old and you play in a Premier League match. I know it's an FA Cup match, but 2 Premier League sides playing against each other. If you then are able already to impact it with some very good 1v1 situations, that is also what makes him special, because there are not many players in the modern football that can take 1v1s on. And that's something he can. He also, in my opinion, did better than 3 days ago because he kept the ball more. 3 days ago, he lost it a few times as well. So 3 days ago, he also had his impact with his actions. Today he had it as well, but was even better in moments where he had to keep the ball. Nice game because you face 5 defenders. So for a winger, you only have to go to one of the 3 centre backs. So defensively, you don't have to do as much when you face 4 defenders. So it was also a nice moment for him to use all his energy for the attacking part and not having to defend as much as when you have to do when you play against the 4 at the back.
Thank you, everyone.